Welcome back to the Billy Crocker Show, or whatever we're going to call this. We're going to come up with a name for it before this whole thing is over. But the whole thing's brand new, and we're pretty excited about having home football this weekend.
Yes, we are.
So obviously not quite as close to home as we want to be, but
Yep.
the Franklin Field's a great opportunity for your guys.
Absolutely. It's a great venue, a historic venue, as everyone here in the area knows. And, when we were looking for a place to play because of, the construction issues we had up here, we wanted to make it special. And Franklin Field really fits that bill.
For your guys, you have a lot of Philly guys. They're pretty excited about being there.
We do, yeah. We have a lot of Philly guys, a lot of District 1, Eastern Pennsylvania guys who, we're going to get great fan support from their families, certainly, like we did last week up in New Jersey. But no, they're super excited for a little local flavor down there. Okay,
so you mentioned last week. Let's talk about last week
Yep.
for a minute. Obviously, the beginning of the game, a little terrifying moment where we had a penalty or a timeout and an interception early, but then we really settled down. Von Highland, big play.
Yep.
Talk about how that kind of changed the momentum and helped you guys into the game.
Yeah, I think always obviously nerves going into it. We went in with a quarterback with Sabor who's super talented, but just didn't have the urgency we needed him to off the bat. But we want to stick with him through some of those growing pains, and that was the plan going into the game because we want to let him get through that stuff, and we want to keep his confidence. And us coming away with a takeaway on defense early kept us in it. We got a couple in the first half, which kept us in the game. And the kids just battled, and I think, defensively we're on the field way too much in the first half. Almost 65 plays, I believe, in the first half. And, but defensively kept us in it.
Right.
In the first part of that game.
Yeah, it looks on paper it looks bad. You gave up 41 points, but then you look. They were out there a long time, and obviously TCNJ had a couple matchup things where they got their 6'12" tight end against your DBs, and you weren't able to get enough. I assume the answer for that is pressure on the quarterback. And
you're not going to get pressure on a quarterback when he throws a fade. That ball's coming out now. Okay. Actually, the kid, Tymir, played the one in the right corner of the end zone really well. The kid just made a great throw and a great catch.
It looked like it was in a spot that only the really tall kid could get it.
No, he made it. I thought our freshman played it really well. The last one they hit was not played very well, but it was. And I think they also got the ball in some really good field position spots after those couple of turnovers that we had offensively. Right. They got short field a few times. We were not able to flip the field a couple times. That would have helped our defense. But those guys kept playing. I mean, all you can ask, we were down one score with a potential chance to go in and take the lead with about 10 minutes left in the game.
Yeah, and you couldn't ask if I had offered that to you last week, you would have said.
I would have taken it. I would have taken it.
Now, the offensively, you got some good rushing from Josh.
Yes.
Were there things that he was doing that made him more successful, or was it just things got blocked up a little bit?
Yeah, no, JB really impressed. He's a fearless runner. He runs extremely hard. He's one of the guys who does not slow down, and that's huge.
Yeah, the other thing that was very noticeable on Saturday, and obviously through this week, was it was incredibly hot.
Yes.
And I would assume that is a big disadvantage for a defense to be out there for as long as
I mean, regardless of which side's out there, you're out there for so long, and they were also an up-tempo offense.
Right.
So they were getting on the ball fast. They were trying to snap that ball fast, and just getting the call, getting lined up, being on the field for that many was tough for those kids in their first college football game. That can't be understated enough. That was their first college football game under those conditions, which made it, I think, a little harder.
Defensively, you had a couple takeaways. Yeah. Sean Moody, I thought, played some outstanding football, and TJ as well.
Yeah, no, Gashawn had, he had the big interception. He had the cause fumble on the big play, which I think was credited to Chris at first. But he was the one, Gashawn was the one that got it and had a bunch of tackles. TJ played essentially the whole game for us and is sort of like our quarterback back there in the secondary. But both those guys really stepped up.
Okay. As you look forward to this weekend, night game,
Yep.
Does that help you, hurt you? Doesn't make a difference?
I think based on this week's weather, I think it helps us. So hopefully it's a little cooler than it's been, because we've had to alter practice pretty significantly the last couple days just to be able to go out and practice in this heat. So hopefully that'll help us a little bit and get our legs back a little bit later in the day on Saturday after a really hot week of practice.
Okay, and a key for the game for us against Alvernia?
I think just we got to take care of the football. Don't turn it over like we did against TCNJ, turn it over 3 times, giving them extra possessions, giving them good field position, and teams, good teams and experienced teams like that will take advantage of it, which they did.
Great, and obviously you want to encourage all of Eastern student body to come out and support
Absolutely,
you.
Yeah, we'd love to have everybody there. Yeah, alumni, students, family, faculty, staff. We would love everybody's support, and everyone's been great so far, getting this whole thing off the ground, and would love everyone there to really come see it come to fruition, at a home game down here in Philadelphia.
And I want to just also give a shout out to your guys for showing up last night.
Oh, it was great.
The women's soccer.
Yeah, it was great.
That was awesome.
They were
there. They were noisy. They were
loud.
Enthusiastic. Really, really great.
No, if we want people to come to our games, we got to go support everybody else.
For sure. Okay, and Coach Crocker, thanks so much.
Absolutely.
I know you got a busy week.
Yep.
Take care of it.
Appreciate it. Thanks, Dan.
Looking forward to Saturday.
All right.
Yep.
All right.
Bye now.
Thanks.